Welcome to Wicked After Dark.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another season of Wicked After Dark, Season 4. Season 4. Damn, it's crazy to even think we're that far already, man. But anyway, guys, as always, we got Ashley and Jess with us tonight.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
And the man behind the cam, as always, our brother, Andy.
Our brother.
Season 4.
Yeah, episode 1.
Episode 1. As you can tell, they're so excited about it. We've been planning it all week long.
6:50 on a Wednesday.
It's just crazy. It feels weird to be off for, I think this is 3 weeks being off or 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys missed us, you know what I mean? All the messages that we've been getting. No, I'm just kidding. But here we are, another season.
Yeah.
Ready to buck up and get another one going, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Same bullshit.
Say something.
Hello.
Jesus Christ.
Same
dude.
podcast, different day. Jessica's
Yeah,
not
man.
going to talk much, and Anthony's going to talk too much.
Exactly.
Damn,
and then
yeah.
Ashley be in the middle. You know what I mean?
You know,
We're going to get off on a tangent and fight about it the whole time.
Yeah,
That's right. That's what
my
we do.
favorite.
getting started today was rough like always, guys. You know, everyone has so many ideas, and let's do this, let's do that, and then no one executed. So now we're
Right.
all like, man, you're fucking full. No, it's your fault.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
so, you know, you
But
have...
we did come up with this small idea. It is the holiday season now, guys. I know that it's not our season, but we're in the holiday spirit, obviously, here in our stores, you can tell. So the set will be dressed for the holiday until the holiday's over.
Yeah.
You know?
So half the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just skipped Thanksgiving. A lot of people do.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't
Thanksgiving,
skipping
you don't skip it, you know what I mean? Because we
Right,
cook
'cause
for
you're-
it. But yeah, we definitely gonna eat on it.
We're going to put it
You're
down.
gonna
You know what I'm
decorate for
saying?
it, though.
But anyways, guys, so much has gone on really since we've been gone since the last episode of season 3. Just so much to talk about, to cover. Yeah, it's just been another one of those wild rides. You know, we're kind of excited that October's over, if I'm being honest.
Honestly.
You know what I mean?
I think we're halfway through October, and that's just, you feel bad about it, but you're just like, dude, I'm over it.
Yeah,
You know, I was over it.
100%.
Personally, I felt burnt out. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone had that feeling for, like, October.
Right.
Because October was a busy one for us.
I think for us and all of our vendor buddies, though, you know what I mean? Everybody was pretty slammed this year with events, man.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just one of those years where it's just like, God.
November, where are you?
Yes. But now it's stacking up here November, December. So,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
mean-
not too much.
but again, it wasn't our main season,
No,
which would
yeah,
be,
October
you know,
was just insane for us. Like, again, we were talking about it earlier, that we don't even get to enjoy the month of October.
Yeah.
Because we not overdo it, but we overdo it, you know, in
Yeah.
a way.
Mhm.
Every weekend we're somewhere, and this year we're sitting there like, damn, we didn't get a chance to do shit because we were working.
Right.
Or at an event or in Florida, and it just didn't, the time wasn't there this year.
Right.
I think you're missing the boat. You
What's
get
that?
to do this year round. You're Halloween year round.
right.
No, but
just
the boat
because
is
you missed the events, that's
that's
what
the
you're talking
main.
about.
That's the main thing.
That's where the passion started for
right,
us, though.
right.
You know?
Well, you
so,
got to go to one event.
so the fact that we did one event, guys. If we're being frank here, you know, we did one event which was in the city, which was in Orlando actually. But other than that, man, we didn't get out to Knott's. We didn't get out to LA here for their horror nights.
Not even the pumpkin.
We didn't get
patch.
to the pumpkin
But
patch.
that
I mean,
in itself was insane this year. It
Mhm.
looked like.
yeah, I mean, it was just one of those years, man, where November 1st came and I was like, hallelujah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got through it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But,
And going back to what Dad said over here, how you get to do it. Yes, we get to do it, but it's okay to feel burnt out with it too.
No, right.
Burnout's different.
Even in the month of October, your prime time, you know, because my friend said like, "Oh, aren't you excited? It's October," and I looked at, I was like, "Honestly, I'm ready for November,"
right.
because you do this year round, and yeah, this year was just nuts. Like it
Rough.
was nuts. It was
Right.
it was a rough ride.
It was, you know, a busy one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, busy's good, but, you know, just the way the year has gone overall, though, you know what I mean? It just feels
Yeah.
like a lot of time has went in. It's just the return hasn't always been there. So
Mhm.
I was going to say it was been a battle.
it was about
This
exactly.
year's been a
You've
battle.
been swimming up and up a stream. What
Yeah.
is this? How does it go? That saying?
Paddling up shit creek without a paddle.
All right.
I've
I've never
never
heard that one.
You never heard that
No,
one?
that's new.
No.
Shit, I guess
I
I'm
was just
old.
gonna say I was swimming upstream
It's like
and
a
fucking
salmon.
drowning.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We're salmon all month
But
long.
that's something that we should talk about too, because that's what this podcast is about: starting your own business and Halloween year
And being
round.
transparent.
And being transparent with it. You know, I don't know if it was just us, but I know we've talked to many people, and everyone's saying the same. This year's just been not it.
Right.
But
I think
Economic.
honestly, and all of our vendor buddies out there listening, big shout out to anybody who's made it through to this point, you know, because like Ashley said, this is just not the year. At one point we were judging ourselves as a company like, okay, are we doing something wrong? Is it the economy? Like what is going on, right? Thankfully we were able to adjust somewhat, okay, and make it work. But overall, though, guys, allowed to sugarcoat anything. It's just not the year for sales or for business. You know what I mean?
no,
And
and it could be that no one has an extra buck to spend.
yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
well-
when gas is $5.50 a gallon, you know what I mean?
That's all true because I have friends in different businesses that aren't related to Halloween. Restaurant business being my main experience, they're down, and that's eating.
right.
So, but if your budget's down and everything else, gas is expensive, regular groceries are expensive, you're gonna cut eating out as well.
right.
So even
Right.
restaurants are down.
Right.
Yeah, everything's down. But with that being said, don't quit.
No, definitely.
Don't give up.
Definitely, I think everybody has the right mentality. I've talked to multiple vendors about it, and it's just like, hey, man, let's just get through this year.
Yeah.
Look forward to the new
Next year, yeah.
right? The new year, fresh start, hopefully more opportunity, more everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because again, it's gonna happen, dude. It's gonna happen. Everybody was hot for a long time, you know, so it's gonna happen.
It was not destined. It was bound to slow down a bit.
Right,
And
right.
it did a lot of it. And that shit said, hit the
Right,
brake.
right. So, but I mean, again, guys, don't judge any of these events by the way the year happened, because
bad
it was
year.
just a down year. You
And,
know,
and I know we've talked about a lot too, like people who throw events, like, you know, when you're charging a fee for an event, because sales are down doesn't mean the venue charges less to rent that
100%.
facility that you're throwing the event at.
100%.
So don't get too mad at some of these event throwers when they're charging what they're charging.
right.
Yeah.
Right. So again, guys, just looking forward. We are very excited to be looking forward into the new year. You know, getting through our main season. Everybody got through it. You know what I mean? Now it's just kind of enjoy through the holiday and gear up for the new year and see all the new product and all the new designs that hopefully all these vendors will be bringing out. You know what I mean? And gearing up for the new
It starts off
2024
pretty hot,
Halloween
too,
season.
I would say. The next year starts off pretty hot.
Yeah.
Starting February off the bat, there's an event. You know?
Right.
And it's a big one, so
Yep.
you know.
Which would be Creep by Econ. Creep by
Back in
Econ.
Ontario.
Back in Ontario, another huge. That one's gonna be a 3-day event: Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Ashley will not be attending that event. She should be having a baby by that time.
Yep.
So,
Already, guys, isn't that crazy?
Little goblin.
It goes quick.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, I mean, just so much to cover, guys. From that, and again, big props to everybody who's made it through this year, man. Because we know firsthand that it was a rough year.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
be honest with each other. So, but again, big shout out to everybody who's still here, that's still grinding, guys. It will get better. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
100%.
It will get
Hey,
better.
they hit you up mid next year. The fuck?
Yeah, I know, right?
Still don't get back.
My bad, dog.
Yeah, they lied to us too.
I didn't want to be negative.
No,
You know,
it's not to start off this podcast negative either, guys. It's to start off for real. Like this is what's
Right.
This is the truth. It's our life right now. You know,
Right.
that's everyone.
just
you know.
we want to be transparent as possible this season. So, and we have some exciting things
We're working on
for you guys for this season. We're really gonna try this year, or this season, I should say, on amping up the podcast, I guess. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we do have guests scheduled already. So
Next week actually.
yeah,
we'll
next
have
week
a guest.
expect our
That
special
confirmed?
guest. That is confirmed.
confirmed.
So-
It's about
Yeah, man.
95% confirmed.
It's better than zero.
Yeah, but anyways,
Anything can happen.
we're gonna get into our recap, guys, of what has gone on. Like we mentioned, we were just in Florida, Orlando, Florida, for the event Spooky Empire.
Yes, and we were there
We
Forever.
were
for
there
like a week.
like 5 days.
Yeah, about a week.
You know, from Wednesday to Monday.
Felt about like 2 years.
It was a good little trip. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? it was very far. You know what I mean? It was a long days at the convention center.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it happened. Go ahead, guys, take it away.
Well, this is our fourth year.
Fourth.
4th year doing it, guys. 4th year, which is crazy to think about too. Might be our last.
We were just talking about, don't judge by this year,
But yeah, this trip was actually pretty smooth compared to the past trips. We didn't have roaches in our apartment, in our hotel room.
Right.
So we just had Anthony snoring our ear off.
I said we're not going to talk about that shit,
Anthony,
dude.
we had to talk about it.
No, we do
my
not.
God.
Yes. 'Cause
No, we
I think
don't.
someone on the plane was going to call a medical emergency on your snoring. That was gnarly.
First of all,
First of all, we do this to ourselves every year. We're like, what's the cheapest flight out? This, and that. 4 a.m. Fuck it, that's not bad. Day comes and we're like, who booked this? And why are we driving to
In
LAX
LA.
at 2 a.m.? Oh my God, yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
But it was smooth sailing. We got through security. Pretty easy, I would say. For LAX, I think it was.
Yeah. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it was
mean,
very early.
very.
Well, and they sent us to the other one that we had to go upstairs, go around the
Uh-huh.
corner.
We had to hike a mile, and then I did have a setback for us because I didn't go through the machines, and they were making a big deal, like opt out. She didn't want to do it, and I'm just like,
That's what they were yelling. I was just like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
and
Yeah.
it like made me feel like, damn, like I don't want to finger my ass. Sorry, but that's what you end up getting is a pat down, and they
Yeah.
took 5 years for that too. But
Yeah.
the flights were pretty smooth too.
You know what? Now that we're on that topic, guys, anybody who works for TSA, please listen up. And I don't give a shit if you get offended.
Oh my God.
Why are you guys such big assholes?
TSA.
TSA are the biggest dickheads that I thought CHP was bad. You know what I mean? Because CHP literally gets up every like, yo, let's ruin someone's day. You know what I mean? And then there's TSA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're literally screaming at you, dude. You know what I
No,
mean? To the
like,
point where it's
There's
like,
a couple of nice ones.
it's unbelievable.
few.
But what
A
gives you?
handful.
Let me just. What gives you that right though? You know what I'm saying? To yell at you, to yell down. I don't give. If you don't like your job, quit, bro. But shut the hell up.
Now, when you're trying to take your shoes off, that's the wrong bin.
Yeah,
That doesn't
yeah.
go in that bin. Any
And then there's-
laptops, iPads, Kindles. And I was like, oh my God, I do have a fucking Kindle. So I'm panicking. I'm like, shit, I didn't get my Kindle out on
Oh
time.
my god,
Yeah.
bro! It's just they're such assholes, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
I've never. Let me just start. I've never met a TSA member. They're like, "Hey, how's your morning? Good morning. Right this way." Da 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 da. No, it's always like, "Go next, shoes here, sweater here, backpack here. Please take off your hat, take off your watch, bend over, cough twice." You're like,
Which is
God,
fine.
damn.
Which is fine. We gotta do what we gotta do to be safe in the air. But just be like a little nicer about it. I
Oh
already
my
have
God,
airport
dude.
anxiety, thinking I missed something, thinking, oh my God, did I pack like some chemicals? No, I didn't. But I'm over here double thinking my shit now. Like, what did I pack? Did I pack a fucking pocket knife? Now I know I didn't.
Dude,
But the
they're
anxiety,
just fucking
they amp up the
ridiculous, bro.
anxiety level to fucking 100, and it's crazy.
100%. Just like again, they acted like it was such a big deal because you were pregnant and you couldn't go through those machines,
The
right?
X-ray machine, yeah.
And so they took about the first time it was like 20 minutes for somebody to come up because they wanted you to know it was an inconvenience.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not
So check it out.
supposed to.
Then I stopped one of the TSA dipshit supervisors. Oh, I'm like, man, how can we make this easier? What do we say?
Can't.
You know what I mean? And his guy's lost.
He was just like, I don't know.
This guy is lost, bro. So you're fucking useless. Thanks, bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're gonna be late, so let's just get moving. But yeah, that was the moral of that story, guys.
Well-
is like, just get through TSA because they will ruin your fucking morning. I'm telling you right now, dude. Take your goddamn shoes off. Take your, you know what I mean? Like, dude, do it right,
At least they don't have the electric cattle prod because that's what I related to. You know, they're cattle herders.
dude.
Basically.
My
Basically.
God,
Get your
bro.
ass through the line.
And then
Hey, you didn't want to make eye contact with
Yeah.
him. You're like, oh shit.
I feel like a prison.
yeah, dude. You know, and then you're really thinking like, bitch, I paid $500 for this flight. Better treat me a little better, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
how'd that work?
but then you get to Orlando. Anybody who's been to Orlando International, you know, there's another big operation, right? They're so big in there that they have wait times like
Listed
fucking
up
Disneyland.
top. Like 20-minute wait for
Yeah.
To get
Bring
to
your ass.
TSA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're like shit.
But you know what? They're way nicer to me than LAX.
And we
was.
only
Right.
waited like five.
That's because I
5
was
minutes
being
to go
aware.
through the actual line, and then Ashley waited another like 5 minutes to get pat down.
And she
again.
was
Yeah.
actually really nice.
Yeah,
That's what
I
I'm
have
saying.
a-
They're nice. They just didn't.
I have a great TSA story. It was when my mom was really ill. I flew to Abilene, Texas.
damn.
Yeah, so when I left, I had to go through TSA in Abilene.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only person there, so they were super nice to me.
Well, we've had a couple of those.
Like,
Anytime
wow.
we've flown to Texas, it's kind of been like that for us. You know,
Dallas
oh,
is
where are you
nice.
guys going? I
Yeah.
remember TSA, oh, LA, I'm sorry.
For real.
I'm sorry to hear that. I
should
was
be like,
like,
"Thank you."
damn, you know what? You're right. You know then. You know what the fucking horror stories are
Y'all got meetings
coming
Y'all
out
talk-
of LAX, you know? Because in Dallas, they're
Nice.
all nice.
Yeah,
You know?
they're
I was
very
like,
nice.
wow, thanks, guys. I'll enjoy my flight. You know, I'm not going to go to my plane at 4 a.m. all pissed off because these idiots don't know how to get you through the line on time, you know? But anyway, yeah, that's how we started the morning.
Nice rant.
Yeah.
Yes, all right.
Yeah.
You know, anyway, so we got to Orlando, checked in, guys. Got
How-
it at
how-
a decent time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you guys get in at like what 4 o'clock?
We got in at
3.
4.
No, we landed at like 2:30.
Oh,
But you know,
But then we waited in line
that
for.
rental car line.
Oh God, it's the same.
budget.
They have 2 employees working, and then
That's another
all of a
story
sudden
for
there was
another
4,
day, bro.
and then there's our lady arguing with them because she's dumb. She booked a car in where was it?
I don't fucking know,
Miami. They were like, we're in Orlando. Like, yeah. So
dude. I just
You know what?
never.
But
backed
it
up
all
the
comes
line.
back to it being our fault because we
It's
booked
not our
the trip
fault.
in a budget-friendly way.
no, well, the
Well, it's a
car
business
place
trip.
is called
It's the
Budget.
Point is to make money.
It's
Right.
the cheapest car place, so of course it's always the busiest.
let me just tell you, we're not the only people that know that
Right.
Right.
because we've landed
no
at 3 in the morning and we've landed at 3 in the afternoon, and it's the same fucking
line.
line.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's 2 people working the counter.
And we've
Yep.
been there 10 times, and it's the same thing.
You know, and it's just I look at Jessica, and because there's like a Hertz right next to it, and there's nobody in line.
Well, yeah, it's
And it just
$700 a day to
pisses
rent
me
that
off,
fucking
dude.
car.
And you're looking, and you're just like, everybody in line's all pissed off. There's only 2 fucking people, and I look at them, hey man, it's no, you can get here early in the morning, don't matter.
Yeah, that's
Same
what
line.
we were telling people. Like, we came here at 3 o'clock in the
Same-
morning. Actually, the line was longer at 3 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah,
remember?
same line, bro.
Yeah.
Same line. So anyway,
Well, there's a reason nobody goes to Hertz. It's like $400 a day for a fucking car.
Yeah.
so.
it's
So-
worth it
Well-
if you can
It's not
afford it.
worth
Pay
it.
for it.
Other than that, guys, it was great.
I mean, lines are lines, you know?
Yeah.
You're going to sit there.
Hotel was fine, you know.
Because even
there was
when
no
we went up there,
roaches.
no problems. Gave him my credit card, gave him my ID, gave him my confirmation number. He was like, "Here you go.
Yeah.
You want all
Sign
this
here."
bullshit insurance?
Actually, they don't say,
offer
"Do you
me.
want insurance?" They said, "Do you want the basic or the premium insurance now?"
I want the shit I signed up for when I made the reservation.
Yep,
Right.
Yep.
Alright.
So I mean, like I said, pretty smooth trip though. Got
Yeah.
to our hotel, checked in. It wasn't infested. It wasn't molded out. It
No.
was a little
Yeah.
bit hood, but it's okay.
It's all
You know.
good, and that's where you're from, anyways.
Where always from anyway.
Shit.
And then we
Yeah,
took a
right.
nap because we were tired.
No, yeah, it was nasty.
Yeah.
Like, you
Straight
know those
up.
nasty tired that you're just like, oh, you
Disgusted.
feel gross.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna close my eyes.
the trip really started the night before.
No, and Ashley's like, hey, how long did I sleep? Like 3 hours, bitch. You've been asleep for a
Oh,
while.
I'm sorry. You hit that plane that morning and knocked the fuck out.
Hell
So you
yeah.
were
did I.
snoring
Well,
before.
I worked prior to that
No.
flight.
No, you were home by 7 the day before. Shut up.
I heard they thought there was an engine problem due to the snoring.
Nah.
Stupid.
Hey, before drinks came around, they were both out.
Damn.
And
I was
Jessica,
out
That's like
before
15
they.
minutes
I
into
was
the
out
flight.
before
they hit.
they said we're at 10,000 feet. I was
Yeah.
out before
Before you
that.
heard the ding.
And
What
being
hap-
the nice person that I am, I know they were sleeping, right? But I'm
Oh
like, oh
my
fuck, maybe
God.
they're thirsty. So I'm like, hey, y'all. Jessica's like, no, I'm good. Okay. The snacks come around. I was like, oh, you want your snack? No, I don't want it. All right, cool. Leaves. She wakes up. Don't wake me up for the snacks.
Fuck them
I
snacks.
don't want it. I was like,
Dude,
fuck.
she kept, and then no, not even that. Then she kept hitting me to wake up Anthony because he's sleeping dumb. Like what?
No, because he was.
I was hunched over,
You were
bro.
hunched over, so I looked over and you were like hunched in your seat forward. So I'm like, oh my fucking god, is he dead? Like who does that? So I'm like, Jessica, like get your brother, bro. She looks over at him, lays back down and knocks out. Doesn't even to nudge the dude.
He said, fuck you.
So I'm like trying to reach over. He didn't budge, and yeah.
Yeah.
Good,
it
good
was
times
an early
traveling with the
morning.
Wicked Crew
You see how big we are? 3 of us in a row, baby.
Not the last flight.
on Southwest.
Oh, we got lucky that last flight.
That last flight flew back like I was on a private jet, bro. I had to
No,
look
he
dumb.
didn't take a backpack. He said, just gonna use your backpack, put it in the middle
Fuck
seat.
yeah, dude.
He wasn't letting nobody sit next to his
I'm gonna
ass.
tell you right now, I would have been escorted off the plane if somebody would have sat next to me. Like I'll catch the
They're
next
gonna be like,
one.
sir, it's Southwest.
Yeah, fuck you,
It's free seating.
It's
they can
open
pick.
seating.
dude.
If they want to sit
Yeah.
next to you, they're gonna sit next to you.
No, that reminds me. There's these ladies on the very first flight when we're leaving, looking for their seats.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah.
you know when you check in.
It said,
What
"Oh,
just happened?
the tree fell over."
Our little tree fell off.
What the
How?
hell?
No,
Oh, it was on that basket?
Yeah, I was on the basket.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
well, I thought it was the ghost.
Hold on, guys. Quick second here.
Keep talking.
Anyways, there's these ladies that came on the plane and they were like looking for their seats C17 and C18.
Yeah. C class, baby. You're by the toilet, mama.
Right, but they really thought there was a assigned seat. So the lady had to tell them like 3 times, we do not have assigned seats.
C17, right this way. You're going to be behind the toilets with us.
No, they
Oh,
were
that's a
like,
military
they were looking
aircraft.
up. They were looking up, and they're like, C17, 8. They're like, we were like, you know how the bins have numbers. The lady's like, oh no, there's no assigned seating. She's like, oh, we're C17 and 18, like 4 times, okay?
That's your boarding group.
Yeah, that was your boarding group. You were last. Get your ass in the back. You know, that shit was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
that was pretty funny.
Yeah. I don't know.
Somebody
don't
came
know.
up with a great idea. Why don't they board the back of the plane first and just say, C group, you can sit all the way the fuck back here.
Right?
That's true.
Because who's going to do that?
You got to force them.
Exactly.
Man,
don't
let's
know.
get into
Go
Spooky
ahead.
Empire.
No, no,
right?
no.
Fucking finally. Jesus. Sorry,
Sorry.
guys.
Before you went to Spooky Empire, you went to Horror Nights. Let's talk about that.
Did we?
Yeah.
Well, we did a
Yes.
whole load-in day and all
Well,
that.
okay,
yeah.
no, yeah,
Good
hold
to have.
on.
Yeah,
Let's talk
upload.
Spooky Empire first, Dad.
100%. I agree with Jessica.
What is it?
Let's talk about fucking load-in day.
Yeah, let's talk about
talk about
loading, bro.
fucking. Let me just re-say this
Let's
again
talk
because Jessica's not
about
gonna say it how we should
this.
how we really feel.
I'm gonna say it nice and Anthony will say
Let's
it.
talk about fucking load-in day.
All right.
How big of bull fucking shit that was,
Yeah.
bro.
It really
Okay.
was.
Let's talk about that bullshit.
We're thinking we're early birds.
Fuck.
You couldn't get there until 4 p.m., right? That's the earliest you can get there. They didn't want you smidge of a time earlier. 4 o'clock, be there. Why we roll up and there's a line out the ass to load it, to check in? You're telling me these people were there at 4? No, they were there earlier.
Yeah.
You know? That was stupid.
Bro, first
Yeah,
of
so-
all, Jessica gets us checked in.
I hopped out of the car and then I just hear people like going back to their groups like, oh, the security hasn't opened the door yet. They're not letting us check in yet. It was like 4:10 already.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the door opens and all these people just head down the hall. And I'm just like, okay, I'm just following these herd of people.
Just where we're going,
Just
yo.
leave.
We're walking and we're walking
and
and
we're walking.
And then we turn a corner and I'm just like, this is going to be terrible.
Because we flew with we
No
don't have
dolly.
a dolly, y'all. There's no dolly there to wagon this shit in.
Yeah, so I waited like 35 minutes just to check in because apparently they don't know how to cross out names fast enough
Right.
and be like, they even had a map in front of them. This is your booth. Go find it. Hurry up. They were like, oh, what's your name? Oh, we're having a conversation. No one wants to know about you. Come on.
Right.
How was your breakfast?
Right. I was just
Like,
oh
bitch,
my
there's
God.
300 of us here. Hurry the fuck up.
Mhm. And so it was finally my turn and we check in. She's like, actually, your booth is right there. I was like, cool, give me my stuff.
Yeah.
I don't need you to show me. Show me on the map. You told me my number. Okay, here I am. I
Right.
walk all the way back. Finally, I found the truck.
It's probably like a cool 10-minute walk.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And then we have 6 crates. Okay, cool. Ashley can't carry any.
Right.
0.
They're all over 45 pounds or 50 pounds.
Thank
So.
God you had extra help.
Bro,
so-
shout out to my homie
Yeah, it's
for
Anthony's
showing
homie.
up, Serge.
Yeah,
Because
he was there.
we ended up fucking
Carrying.
our crates, okay? Two in each hand,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Like I want to say like a good 10, 12-minute walk all the way to the fucking booth,
Oh,
fully
I
loaded,
stopped
bro.
3 times. That's
Fully
how tired
loaded, okay?
I was.
Yeah, it was bullshit, dude.
Nice.
I mean, I stopped maybe twice or 3 times, you know?
Loading docks weren't an option, huh?
No.
No.
Wow.
Even if you, I mean, dude, it was far, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like far. And then here comes Jessica wheeling him because it got too heavy for her. So
Uh-huh.
she's using the wheels. Me
I
and
would've
Serge are
too.
too big for the wheels, so we're like, fuck, let's just pick it up, dude. And we're like, you know, like huffing and
Struggling.
puffing.
I was too tall for
Let me
them
just
too,
tell
so
you
my
this.
shoulders were like. I
By
had
the
to, like,
time I
hunch.
got to the fucking booth, when I put them down, my forearms, everything was on fire. Everything was on fire, bro.
Yeah.
And I was
And
just
that
like,
was everyone, though. I feel like even the locals dollying in their heavy
Yeah.
shit. They were struggling. Like, yeah,
It
it,
was
was gnarly.
crazy,
It
dude.
was
More
gnarly.
early. How was loading on Friday morning?
I don't know.
You guys weren't there early enough?
no.
No.
No, we got there at showtime, baby.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. You know, we had a late night on Thursday.
So, anyways, by the time we get there for your own early load in, my ass, we didn't get. We were like busting ass because we had tickets for Horror Nights that night.
yeah.
So we were like, "Fuck it, do as much as you can, and then we'll finish the rest out." But we actually did pretty well, I would say.
We did great, but I mean, yeah, that was the roughest part. I think is getting our shit in there because
Yeah.
again, and I hadn't made friends with anybody yet. Because if you know Anthony, you know I'm gonna make friends before we leave, and I did. Because I got a motherfucking dolly on the way out on Sunday.
Nice.
We had a dolly.
Yeah,
you know what
we
I
had a
mean?
dolly.
So big shout out to that company. I forgot the name.
Oh,
but
damn, not even the
yeah,
proper
my
shout
bad,
out,
my
bro.
bad.
Failure.
But yes, we did get a dolly on Sunday. But Thursday, before we continue into Spooky, we spent the day at Disney Springs, right?
The morning of.
The morning of Thursday, it was like lunch, I think.
Yeah, it was
so
like
we went to
yeah.
Disney Springs and had a nice lunch at
The Polite Pig.
the Polite Pig. Big
If
dude,
you're ever there, just check it out. It's really good.
Really
like
good.
barbecue. I feel
Yeah.
like barbecue.
real bomb.
barbecue.
Water's good.
He says water.
water's good.
Okay, check it out. Okay, we was on a budget, and we all got the same thing. It was a sandwich.
First, yeah, you ain't gonna get
You
there.
can get a soda for it?
Nah, because
Nah,
even
fool.
without the soda, why I'm paying $22 with tax.
Sweet tea? You ain't get no sweet
No,
tea?
Hell
no,
no.
no, no. But
Good
no,
Lord,
all
boy.
bullshit aside, though, their barbecue. I'm a big barbecue fan, and their barbecue's good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
You know,
yeah.
this is really fucking
Their
good.
mac and cheese there.
Yeah, it was good.
Jesus.
It was good. Crisp cut fries were well seasoned.
Man, I'm
Yes.
hungry now.
Well seasoned. No, man, but no, it was real good. We spent the day there, and then after that, we went to go do the load, and we were all full and excited, and we've had our coffee. We didn't know we was gonna throw up because we were gonna have to carry this shit in. You know what I mean? You know, so we carried everything in. We set up the day of, and it was a beautiful center. You know what I mean? They had carpet, shit ton of vendors were loading in. We got set up done, and that's when we took off to Horror Nights, right? Which was
Yeah.
only like a fucking 10-minute up the road drive. And that's
Yeah.
because there was already traffic loading in for the event.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Horror Nights Orlando. Let me tell you something. I was not happy, guys.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
wrote notes down.
Let's hear it.
Listen,
Yeah. Well, obviously, we did general admission.
always for that
Because
event.
The last 2 times we did it, we were still able to get a lot done. Not this year. That was not the case.
Right. This year,
It could
man.
be for various reasons. People were excited
Later in the year.
because Chucky was amazing, and The Last of Us, which is very popular, and Stranger Things. So, you know, those are super popular shows. Of course, it was going to be packed house every night. And this
Right.
was on a Thursday.
Yeah.
It's funny because we look around like, ain't none of y'all got a job and shit. Like, we're there on a Thursday, bro. You know?
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, go
No,
ahead.
I think shout out to Universal Studios property or NBC, whatever the fuck your name is. You guys had to have a breaking year.
Honestly.
They had to have a record breaking year. So congratulations for making everybody else's experience shit.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it was.
If you didn't pay,
So
if-
congrats to NBC.
Hey, somebody
Let's
got a
just
bonus.
say, if you're poor, you should have stayed your ass at home.
1,000,000%.
If you couldn't afford that RIP pass, you should have stayed your ass
100%.
out. Like, we looked at each other at one point like, this is not it, guys.
Dude,
Like,
it was fucking miserable, dude. Standing in those lines, guys, was bullshit, okay? And I'm not trying to sound like a spoiled
Spoiled?
little shit, right? Because I did my time. Don't get me wrong. I did
Yeah.
my time.
Yeah.
My parents was cheap as shit, and they were giving me they were giving me general admission back in
Right.
the day. Like, fool, you I ain't mind you front line. You're fucking
Hell no.
tripping.
That's
Here's
what front of the
here's
line was
40 bucks.
probably-
Get your ass in the door.
front of the line back then was probably like $80.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
That's crazy.
You know,
We're
80 bucks
talking
is different back
14
then.
years
Yeah,
ago.
it is.
But again, like Ashley said, it hit the nail on the head. If your ass is poor
If you
or
broke-
cannot afford to fucking
At least
buy
front of the
They took
line.
front
that
of the
song-
line, do not go.
They took that song serious. It was like, if you ain't got no money, take your broke ass home.
For real.
And that was us. Because
For
we're
real.
like, fuck this. Oh, sorry. I'm going to have to bleep out my
Right.
middle finger, guys.
No, we didn't. Bro,
what
No,
line was it?
I think it was funny because we got through the first maze quick. We're like,
Yeah, it
oh
was like 20
shit,
minutes.
like fuck yeah.
No,
Dude,
we
yeah.
were doing this thing where we're like, oh, it says 40 minutes. Let's time it. We're like, sick. We got through in 25, right? That
And
was
then-
the first maze,
Yeah,
which was the best maze in my opinion.
Yeah,
which was
100%.
Blood
Blood
Moon.
Moon.
It was called Blood Moon. I think they had it.
It was an original
they didn't have
maze.
it out here, did they?
no,
No.
those are the originals.
Oh, sorry, guys. It was only in Florida, but it was a really good maze.
That maze was off the hook, bro.
That
What
maze was
it was basically
scary.
kind of reminded me like of a Salem witch trials vibe.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's a little town.
It was like a
and-
village.
Yeah, village.
okay, so when we first walked in, Ashley hits me because we were standing next to each other. She was like, "Look up." I look up right before we enter the village. It's a blood moon. I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh crap!"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the vibes.
The sets were just off the hook too, man.
Yeah.
They threw me off though because you're walked into the set. That's how you don't see it on the outside facade.
Right.
You
right,
walk
right.
around
Sets is
to
you
it.
walk into a building and then you'll see something.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
there because they have the space, so they every guys for reference. Anybody who hasn't been there, Horror Nights here builds their sets outdoors. Horror Nights in Orlando builds all their sets inside of a warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay,
they
so
have
you
to.
walk into a warehouse and then you see the facade. You know
Oh,
what I
wow.
mean? So it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's cool.
But you walked into this maze and immediately you're immersed in some village. In the I want to say, Jesus, like the Salem witch trials era.
Basically.
Okay,
Which was, I took that in history, but I don't remember.
some year.
16 since I don't know.
But it
Long
was
time ago.
it was a scary maze, dude.
No,
It was
I
a
love-
scary
I
maze.
enjoyed
No,
it.
it was really good.
They were burning.
It
they
got
were
us.
burning people.
It got me and Ashley a couple times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Me too.
Yeah. And then after that, we
Well,
hit,
hold on. Let me tell you. I wrote down because, like Ashley said, we started doing the times.
Mm-hmm.
That one said it was 25 minutes. We actually only waited 20.
Okay.
So
so we're
5
feeling
minutes,
like,
you know,
hell
we're happy.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those days. It's like,
yeah,
What do we hit after that?
The Exorcist.
The Exorcist. All right.
And that's based on the new movie,
The
Yes.
Exorcist believer.
Yes,
which Anthony's wearing the shirt of today.
Yes, I am.
yes, he is.
Wow.
Wow, turn around, show him your back.
No, that's too far to turn.
Which she bought at the airport on the way out. We all did.
Nice,
Because
nice.
they were 50% off.
Oh,
No, was it? Oh, was it?
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah, it was.
And
Damn,
also,
I gotta make me look cheap, bitch.
Bitch, we all did. We all waited.
The good thing is they only had big sizes left. I'm sure.
No,
no, they
No.
did
No, they had to
not.
bring one out the back.
I had to ask for this guy, for the little guy right here.
You got sheets
Well-
in the back.
Well, actually, this was their first year in the airport where they had a horror night store just specifically.
Like a tribute.
Horror
They're
Nights
really
tribute
like
store.
they're really expanding out because then they still have the Vegas thing going on too, right?
Yeah.
But let's talk about merch after, because I was not happy with the merchandise
Damn.
either. Fire
Yeah.
the team,
The
whoever
fuck were you?
designed.
What were you? The fuck were you guys happy about?
I think the beer I had.
There's some
Yeah,
good
my
pizza.
beer was
The Surfer
good.
Boys pizza was pretty good.
That was good.
Shout out Youngling.
No.
All right, so then we hit the Exorcist Believer, and that one said it was 55 minutes. We waited 52, so yeah, that one was pretty long.
That one
But it
was
was
pretty spot
accurate.
on.
That was
Accurate.
accurate. But
And
it
that
felt
maze
quick.
was spooky.
That maze was
Yeah?
they were playing that song the whole time. I was just like, I felt like I was shrinking because I was scared. Like,
Like the
Yeah.
piano
I was already
one?
scaring myself. Yeah,
And they did the drip, drip,
Drip.
thing when they were like possessed. I would say though, like the little girls, the girls who were possessed,
Uh-huh.
they just put a big ass forehead on them. They call it a night, right? That's because I was
Damn.
like, dude, it looks like the prosthetic is just a fat ass forehead. They
Yeah.
didn't even blend it,
Yeah.
you know, because they were just doing quick pop outs,
But
which I
was
get.
gonna say I noticed the forehead, you know what I'm saying? But I was like,
Wow.
shitting myself because
Yeah.
I'm walking alone through
That's
there,
true.
you know.
yeah.
So,
And I think this was amazing. Anthony started going like this,
bro,
like
I
if
was
y'all
just
on
like,
YouTube,
oh my
like
god, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I
Was you
mean?
scared
Like
of?
it engulfs you.
It's
quick.
one of those mazes too that the scenery's a lot, you know, cooler, upgraded for sure for the maze.
yeah.
So they had like the scene.
Well, dude, it was just like, it was crazy. Like if you
It
seen
was
the
a good maze.
movie,
It was a good maze.
Did
apparently
they have the kitchen scene when they had him strapped to the chair?
Yeah,
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
So
They had a scene.
I like how
They had
everybody
the scene-
really tiptoed around that too.
I'm not walking through a
Dude.
circle. Fake or not, how they know?
well, not even. They had the scene that
man.
where you know where the girls went to that down in that thing.
in that gully thing.
Yeah, we went through there,
Uh huh.
Like a tunnel.
and I was just like, oh, please do
Was
not
it-
tell me
is
they have a
that-
snake over here
I
or
was gonna say, is
something.
that where the snake was?
You see, I think I black out at some moments. 'Cause I don't remember that.
You remember the snake?
The snake, yeah.
Bro, I just know that I can't shut my eyes because I don't got nobody guiding me. You know
Right.
what I mean? So I'm just like, shit, dude. Like, there's a couple times where the person in front of me would leave me and I'd get into the next room alone. I'm like, damn, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anthony went first through a lot of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was rough. It was
Yeah.
rough. But no, that was a really good maze.
Yeah,
I thought it was
liked
good too.
it.
It
I
was
liked
one.
it.
It was on the higher end, I would say. It wasn't my favorite. That's
Right.
For sure.
Right. I know we got some food and drinks after that maze, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. Yep. And then what was
That's
after?
good.
Then we did Monstros Unmasked.
Okay.
Yes.
Mon- you guys like
Monstros
that one? I
Unmasked.
think I like that one.
No,
It was okay.
I didn't get scared not once.
First, let's talk about the scare zone you had to walk through for that. Is that the 80s one, the hippie vampires?
Yeah.
No, that one's the one at the end that we walked through, wasn't it?
We did go through it at the end, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That scare zones were shit this year too. I'm sorry.
That one for sure
Damn.
was garbage.
The
That's
scares
brutal.
Okay, they were doing like hippie vibes, vampires.
Hippie
They looked like
vampires,
they were
yeah.
cool.
Okay, well, there were
Out.
vampires in the 70s, bro. That was what it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I didn't like
You
it.
went around.
It was all right.
You almost looked at him like a joke, like, damn, bro.
Like you couldn't pay me enough to do that.
Yeah, dude.
Dancing in
Or
circles
they were
with
actually
fame.
high.
That's true.
You know, I don't know, but it was pretty weird.
Yeah.
That's the
But the
70s.
maze, what was it that we did?
Monstros Unmasked.
That maze, that line was kind of long too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
one
was.
said 60 minutes. We waited 42, and I had the
okay.
thing
See?
to give to the person. So
Yeah.
that's how I
That's
know
not
it was for
bad.
sure.
Yeah, we made a friend in line. Anthony did. so-
Anthony, we met a lady in line. We ended up talking to her, and then Anthony's like, "No, y'all go first." And then when y'all go first, that means Jessica goes first. So I went first, but we went in with this lady in front of us, so they were getting scared, and then they had her daughter.
Yeah.
And she wasn't looking at anything, right? And the time she did look, there was a cast member in front of her, and it scared her so bad the cast member started laughing.
Those
Dude,
cast members be getting you too, though, because
Yeah.
they're just in the corner with the cloak. Like,
Nah,
oh
they're
shit,
in the corner like, I hate my job.
yeah,
this is fucking stupid.
yeah.
right.
But you're getting paid for nothing, though, I guess.
It was. I mean, I was watching
You're
like
getting paid to wait for
what
an
these
emergency.
characters look
Yeah.
like, all that. It was dope. Like the actual.
I thought, you know, they didn't do enough of like, what was the character at the end?
Invisible Man?
No,
No.
you saw the shit out of that fucker.
Oh.
It wasn't no invisible
Well,
about him.
it was
How can he actually be?
who the heck was?
Wolfman?
No, who was this maze about? The Phantom of the Opera.
The Phantom of the
there
Opera.
was way too much of him.
Way too much of him.
Invisible
The
Man.
Invisible Man.
Man.
Way too much of him.
Hunchback.
The Hunchback.
The
Oh, yeah.
Hunchback of Notre
Yeah,
Dame.
they
There
should've
wasn't
done more
enough
of that.
of him.
Yeah.
He was the scariest one.
Mhm.
He should have been most of it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
They did a lot of the Phantom, a lot of the Invisible Man, and like
Because it was easier.
right, and
You
a
know,
little
this
bit
other
of
of-
fucker
mask.
was all nasty
Yeah.
and like you're like, damn,
Yeah, he probably took more work.
more money.
100%.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Maze was okay.
I like the visuals.
I
The
thought-
visuals were cool.
I think it was very repetitive. The visuals
Yeah.
were very repetitive.
Yeah.
I felt like you're going into the same room
Yes.
over and over.
The-
Was
again.
it like a city?
No.
No.
It was like a
Honestly,
theater.
I don't know.
Well,
Well,
theater
type
would make
thing.
sense for Phantom of the Opera.
You
Right.
went to a theater, and then I don't even remember.
Where
what
was
the Invisible-
Hunchback?
Were we in a village?
I think so.
That makes sense. He was in. A
it was very. The first two were too close to each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From the Invisible Man to the Phantom of the Opera,
They
were
look
very
similar.
close, very similar. And then the Hunchback was probably the best, but I want to say there was maybe 3 scenes total.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
probably.
With,
And what
with
about
him.
if he was up high and didn't do anything?
Yo,
I
yeah,
thought he
I
was
was
gonna
expecting
jump.
him to jump
Or
on
something,
that.
or
Yeah, no.
like scratch down at you, but he
But-
was just up there chilling.
The Hunchback.
I
Yeah.
thought he was even gonna like
Yeah.
Right, right.
nothing like
Probably
that.
the thing might fall off his back.
I don't know. I would say that one was a solid
Five.
5 out of 10.
And
5
that's
out of
because
10.
only because the
Just
visuals.
the visual.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
Yeah.
Was the Phantom of the Opera singing?
No.
no.
Oh.
Those were lame.
Yeah, it was
as
a lot
shit.
of the same like pop out scares for them too.
But even then,
like,
you know
I
what I mean?
expected
It was
it.
like,
All right,
fucking,
well.
all right, cool.
So 2 out of 3 mazes sound like they were good so far.
Yeah. Then
That's,
after
they
Like,
got
really
it
good.
there though.
After that, this one when we were contemplating life, like, oh, this is sucks. Let's go ask how much fun the line is, you know?
And then they told it was $140, and
To
we're like,
Or-
upgrade after 11.
you know, we're like, you're full of shit. Thanks.
We're like, how's that even pop? That's more than the ticket,
Because you
By
didn't do
itself.
it in advance.
Yeah.
right? So we're just like, nah, screw that. And then Ashley wanted popcorn. No, first she wanted pretzels. They didn't have pretzels.
Damn.
How you run out of pretzels,
Right.
right? And that's when you guys went to get your beer and all that. And then we went into The Last of Us.
No.
All right,
No.
that made it was 100-minute wait.
Yes.
Damn.
But we
Yeah,
had to
40
go
minutes,
through
huh?
it, right? But let me tell you, we're contemplating just dipping after that.
Yeah.
Like while we were in line, I was looking for the nearest exit.
No, we kept telling each other, like, all right, dude, this is our chance. If we're going to do it, this is
This
our
is
chance
it. Yeah,
now.
let's hop out
You know
right
what I
here.
mean? And then we'll be like, all right, if not, we got one more chance at the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time we were out of chances, we were pretty much there, you know?
Yeah.
How long did you actually wait?
75 minutes.
And it was supposed to be what?
100.
Oh, I mean, that's not bad.
It ain't good either.
It wasn't good
115,
either.
I mean,
It wasn't good either because there was a group of guys, like maybe 2, like stretches behind us that were
I
annoying.
wouldn't say guys. I would say teenagers.
Teenage
Teenagers, yeah, they were
boys.
probably 18. Annoying as hell. Like there was a group of like 10 of them.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, everybody's already fucking
Everyone
miserable.
around them was
and you got
so
these little
mad.
dipshits acting like dipshits.
Yeah.
Like, say it out loud.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
what the
bro. Like,
fuck?
dude, you better calm your ass before I shove my fist up your ass. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Like, it was like that, bro.
Yeah, that
Everyone's
was
just looking at him like,
frustrating.
dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
that was Anthony back in the day when he used to go with his friends.
No,
though.
That's what I told
bro.
him.
No.
Nah, hell
100%.
No, because I went with them and they never acted like that.
no. Never. Never. Because we would be the ones in them lines, too, like, damn, this is long.
It sucks.
But I think we were hyped because we were younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
for sure.
I don't know.
You haven't been through 7,000 mazes at that point.
Right. Yeah.
Right. But
But the maze itself, I would say scenery and display
And their
was
actual
masks,
Makeup.
masks, the makeup was solid.
really good. It was
fucking,
really
they
good.
scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I think I went first in that shit too.
You did.
So
It was a
I
good
was
maze. I
scared,
would say
bro.
it didn't. You didn't get scared until the end, though.
that's the one with the car scene, right? They literally have like
Yeah.
a whole
Yeah.
crashed fucking
Yeah.
city.
And yeah,
Yeah, that maze was scary. The very ending,
You
the
would've
way it
liked that,
ended,
Andrew.
3 of them came out at you at the same
and
time.
they're big ones.
One from the front and 2 from the side to go through the exit. And it was just like, when those fuckers hit, dude, I was like, damn.
You know
Yeah.
what? You know what was the scariest thing? Is like when you're first walking in, and it's like this garage or something. I
Yeah.
don't even remember what we were in, and then you just hear the clicking sound, and you're just like, "Oh, here it goes, bro!"
and
like,
then they'll pop out. Yeah.
and then they started popping out. And you're like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah,
all right,
the
that was
bathroom
good."
scene was nasty too.
Well,
Yeah,
other than the wait times, you're 3 out of 4 on mazes. It sounds like you like very well 3 mazes.
yeah.
The fourth one wasn't half bad.
I think, you know what's the problem though is that you only think of your wait time, you know what I mean? So by the time you get through the maze, you're like, damn, that was sick, but I waited fucking 75 minutes.
For
You know
5
what I mean?
minutes.
For a 10
Well-
minute scare.
Yeah.
Sure, but it's like you throw events, you want to draw as many people as possible. and
Right.
That's
No,
the
but I
goal,
think,
it's
but,
profitability.
Pero se pasan
yeah,
there.
full.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. La
They-
cagaron, bro. I don't care what anybody says. Again, they did something that was shady, or I don't know, bro, because that was just ridiculous.
It was packed.
Yeah. I'm shocked that we didn't get COVID.
Honestly. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was that crazy.
Yeah.
But what did we do after that?
After that, we went to Chucky.
The best maze of the night. That shit
And
was
Chucky?
insane.
You know what was
So,
my favorite?
Wait,
Okay.
wait.
All
It was a 45-minute wait, supposedly. We waited 13 minutes.
yeah.
Okay.
Can't complain about the wait.
No.
No, the
That's
wait
why I was
was
excited.
quick.
I was like, fuck, we're here.
We're in.
And then their
And
facade.
no,
check
and
it
they were
out.
like, put your phones away. No phones allowed. Okay, cool. I'll put my phone away. Whatever. I stopped my timer because I was timing it.
So my favorite part of the maze was the fact that we got to walk through Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part.
the Fast and the Furious queue.
So their facade was a projection of boxes of Chucky, but they were crooked because the projector fell that was sitting on top of the fence.
Yeah.
So it was a crooked projection. All right. I mean, straight up, the maze was fucking terrible. You know,
Okay,
there was
yeah.
nothing good
It was
about it.
it was
There was
bad.
nothing
All right, well,
good.
3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. We're still above 500.
We're
you know.
literally all walking by ourselves at that point. Like, I'm not even grabbing Ashley. I was just like, this is stupid.
I
This
was like,
is
y'all made me put my
ridiculous.
phone away. Ain't no one want to record this shit.
And then the dolls they were using were smaller than the actual good guy dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, why are they using action figures instead of an actual good guy doll?
My thing is, they were like, they could have did some good scares where these, because it was just people behind them pushing them out,
Yeah.
right? They could have been on the floor behind boxes pushing things out up
Right.
from
right,
underneath you,
right.
and that would have been scary.
Well, hell, I
but
remember.
instead, they were coming down, and you're just like, this is stupid. It's a little doll.
Yeah, and it was
and you
like
see it.
action figure size.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the actual good guy doll, you know. So it's
Yeah.
like, this is dumb.
And it was the same audio over and over
Yeah.
again.
Over
Him laughing, and it would
over.
say, "Don't fuck with Chuck." That's it. That was it. I was like, "What the fuck?
Don't fuck with Chuck.
Don't
Yeah.
fuck with the Chuck."
Yeah, it was
You
not
should have
scary
said,
at
"What
all.
the fuck, Chuck?"
Yeah, it was not. Good.
And then at the end, the ending scene was one big Chucky, and we're just like,
not like a big guy, like 6 something.
Yeah. But I remember here in Hollywood, I don't know if you were going yet, Ash, but
yep, I
they
was.
had the House of Horrors had a Chucky scene in it, but they had a little person working that scene.
Yeah.
That was the scariest shit you could have gone through.
Yeah.
Because when that person would come at you, bro, with a fucking knife, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
This is
scary,
realistic.
bro. They even had them in the back lot one year, and it was little people.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, what the fuck happened to that shit? And now they're using action figures that were attached to a big ass robot arm that you can see swing out.
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh.
And it was bright as hell in there.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't even
bright.
dark. Yeah, no, that was terrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
straight
what?
up, I'm gonna give that maze 0 out of 10.
0. Yeah.
Damn.
0.
Like they-
It
Not
was,
one?
Nope.
No. It looks like they
Didn't-
spent too
didn't
much money
deserve
for
it.
what they did for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was terrible, dude. And they had that maze here. And here's what's even sadder. They started promoting that before Horror Nights ended last
Last
year.
year, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they were already like, oh, Chucky's coming. I was like, hell yeah. So if the show is anything like that
The
maze,
show's
I
not
do
like
not want
that.
to watch it.
Yeah, it's not
Because
like
that was
that.
fucking horrible. You know?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then after that, me and Ashley called it
Well,
quits.
We gotta find-
And we went to go sit down. Anthony's like, well, I'm going to hit up this last maze.
Yeah.
You don't want to
it was
go?
like
And
a
I was
Yeti one.
like, no, I don't want to leave Ashley. My feet were hurting. I was already tired.
She
My back
blaming
was
me,
hurting.
dude.
Ashley was blown.
Yeah.
We
I
sat
was
down.
blown too, but
Yeah,
I don't
my
know.
hips
You
hurt.
waited
YOLO.
like, what, 5 minutes for your last maze to
we
even do
walked
that?
right in.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like 3 minutes.
Well,
Was it
you
any
can
good?
talk about it. It was a
It
Yeti.
was, it was
was
a
a
Yeti
Yeti.
themed maze. It was like a campground scene.
Sure.
And the fucking Yeti was scary.
Mhm.
You know, so
Wasn't
that
the one
maze
from
was
Matterhorn?
empty.
That's
no,
Disney.
Yeah, he was looking for a blue Yeti.
dude. I mean, yeah, no, we got scared for sure. You know, they had a bear. They had a bunch of Yetis. It wasn't just like 2 or 3. It was like this pop outs were straight Yetis coming out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was definitely a good one. They had it really fucking cold in there. You
Nice.
know? Yeah.
You
So
like the cold?
yeah, that one was really scary too. You know, but again, because you're by yourself. It was empty already by the end of
yep.
the night. So, it's
So
like,
you got
damn.
your own personal scare.
Oh yeah, bro. So we were getting through that one like, fuck, let's just get through it, dude. You
How
know
about the
what I mean?
scenery? Good.
Good. It was like again, you were through in a camp.
Did it remind you of like when they did the thing?
Yes.
okay.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So they had a lot of outdoor scenes, campgrounds, cabins.
Damn,
Was
should have.
was that the last maze you went through?
Yeah.
It was.
So okay, so rate the event then. If you're gonna give it
You know what? If
1 out of 10, one
For the
between 1 and
overall
10 for the
event.
overall experience.
mazes, I think the mazes again, their personal mazes were always good. I got to go through 2, which again beat the shit out of Universal Studios in Hollywood. You know,
Yeah.
but if I'm gonna rate the overall event, it's just so hard to put a number to it because of the crowds.
I'm gonna give it like a 6.5 because of the crowds and
That's
the wait
exactly
time.
what I thought you were gonna give it to, like a 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'll give it a 7 out of 10 because if you take away the crowds or if you want to spend the money,
Let me ask you a question: is there a way to have that size crowd but manage it better?
No.
no,
Hell no. That
what
size
about
crowd, no.
assigning people times to go to the maze?
I think they
I
would
don't
make
think
it
you,
worse.
yeah, you
Think
wouldn't
so?
get everybody through. Think about it
Because
like
they
this,
even
dude.
had
It's-
like bars. No, hella bars. Like there was beer in every corner. So there was no waits for beer. Not like over
Nice.
here in LA. Like there was bar.
And
There was
pe-
beer.
yeah.
You know, there was a show you could watch. There was a lot to do. So
Yeah.
even that, there
There's
was just
rides, you know. Like I
rides.
said, the overall event could be an awesome fucking experience if you have money.
if you have front of the line.
If you have money and you're willing to spend 200 plus, 300 plus, you're
Do
gonna
it.
have a great fucking
Yep.
time. The food is they got food for days. They have
The food
drinks
was
for
good.
days. They have shows. They have rides. They have the 10 mazes,
Shopping.
shopping. Dude,
But-
great event.
But
But
Ashley wasn't happy with the shopping choices.
no.
No,
The,
no,
the
she meant, like-
merchandise for the event was terrible.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the artwork and stuff.
Yeah. I think this is the best design, and it
No
was half
way.
off. So I don't understand
Yeah.
that.
That's the best design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we weren't gonna buy a shirt with Chucky on it because we hated that maze, and then all of the shirts were like, eh. There
They
was
did a
there
lot
was
of
a really
original
cool
work.
hoodie.
You should have got one from that Blood Moon one. It just sounds cool.
They didn't
Didn't
have
have
anything.
that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so that's why we
See, that
didn't
one
get
sounds
it.
cool.
Last year I got a shirt, but it was all the scare zones.
Yeah.
So the scare zones last year were cool. This
Yeah.
year they
Very
were
good.
like,
Lame.
Yeah, it was bad.
yeah, it was
How
pretty.
much time we got?
It was-
We're at 47.
Oh,
Well, it was
shit.
pretty
Well, we're
whack,
still
you
on
know?
Horror Nights because we haven't even talked about Spooky Empire Story yet.
Oh, so, okay.
There's not much to talk
But
about.
yeah, yeah, that too. So overall, yeah, 6.5, and that's because the beer was good, the food was good, and there was a couple good mazes,
Yeah.
and that was pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Again, though, if you have the money to experience it properly, you're gonna have a blast.
Yeah.
So, let me translate for the people listening at home that haven't been to 7,000 Horror Nights. It was probably 8 or 9 out of 10.
Probably.
Yeah.
So-
If you don't have high expectations, you're gonna love
You're
it.
gonna be blown
Especially
away.
us, you know, we go guys and we're really trying to get through the mazes. Like we really enjoy the mazes. So when we can't get through all of them, you're like, fuck. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
That and also because people are like, oh, well, don't go through this one because you'll be wasting your time. How
Right.
boring it was.
Right.
And it was like a
Are we
fairy
boring
tale
you?
one.
No, I'm sorry. He's just
Okay,
hitting
I'm
me.
just making sure.
That's,
my
that's that pregnancy.
It was like
pregnancy
a
evening.
what was it, like a fairy tale one or something. They're like, do not go through that
Oh,
one. That one's
yeah.
not scary at all.
Yeah, Dragon's Den or some shit. it was
Something
called,
like
but
that. It
It
was
might be for somebody.
It could be.
Maybe.
It could be. But
Maybe. Wasn't for
again,
them.
if you have the money, dude, you're gonna have a blast.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a blast. Especially
If
there. That
If we
one's
ever
good.
go back to Florida, I'm only doing Horror Nights for another line, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, let's put an end to that.
Yeah, for
general
sure.
admission
For
shit,
sure.
so.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's,
just
and it's
like
a sad thing to say, guys, because a lot of us here can barely make ends meet. So when it comes down to it, you're like, damn, I got to spend that much money to enjoy this
300.
event,
Go
right?
down.
But
Yeah.
it's kind of almost
Before food and
it's
parking and
almost
all
though,
that.
if I can afford front of the line, I'm not going.
Right.
Yeah.
I won't
100%.
be going.
Because again, you're not gonna have a good time.
No.
Yeah.
You're not. You're gonna
People
be
watching.
pissed. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some people like, fuck, I'm happy with one maze.
Yeah.
I just want to go and eat. I just want to go and drink. I want to enjoy the vibe. All for like 90% of them there. Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know what I mean?
Well, not
So-
everybody's hardcore one. I want to hit every maze and be da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
I'm gonna,
Right.
they're not doing
So-
a podcast either about it.
Right. But
True.
I'm
I
excited for
did
this
take
year.
like 2 videos, but then after that, the mood was just like
Merp.
we're the whole time we're just standing in line. So what am I gonna take a video of us
The back of my
standing in
head.
line again
Yeah.
and again and
Blocking
again?
out
Like
the
no.
moon.
Yeah.
was
So
just-
anyway, it was
Cool.
one
Well,
of those.
So, like you said, though, like if you have the money and you can, do front of the line,
If you don't
probably-
have high expectations, do it.
well, then do general admission.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of people that don't like to get super scared too, right? So they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna go through a maze or two and then go get drinks, go get something to eat, bullshit around the park.
Right.
They're on a date or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up HHN.
Yeah.
Till next.
That
year.
was our only event too, guys, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because again, we were just so fucking swamped this year, dude. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
Then the next day, for the next 3 days after that, we did Spooky Empire.
yeah, that kicked
Spooky
off the
Empire,
event,
and
dude.
we were tired.
Is it me? Do they seem to have extended hours this year?
They had extended hours,
Friday was
especially
very early.
Friday.
Phew.
It used to be 5
Yeah.
to 9.
You know what though? It didn't feel that long.
Really?
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, it
my
did.
bad.
It sure did.
We were there
I
at
didn't
12.
even do a lot of walking this time either.
Yeah. You
You
didn't know
know.
anyone there, so.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you
So
did.
it was cool. I mean,
We did a lot of walking to try to find the cafeteria.
Oh yeah.
It was on the other side of the hotel.
I've never
Other
wanted a
side,
monster so bad
upstairs.
in my life
Yeah.
either.
Also, we were looking for monsters because me and Anthony we're watching people and they're walking around with monsters in their hand. I'm just like, dude, they're sponsored by Monster. Where are they?
Right.
Couldn't find them.
Mm-mm.
Sunday at like 4:00. The show ended at 5. I found it, but it was water.
Yeah.
They got sponsored for their water line.
I didn't even know they had a water line.
Neither
either.
did I.
Yeah, I don't know. That overall event, you know what I mean? Real cool as an attendee, you know what I'm saying? There's so much to do, man.
Yes.
There was a lot to do, from the tattoo exhibit to the vendor hall to the autographs to even outside in the halls. The music,
Photo
The
ops.
photo
They had film rooms. I don't know what they're called.
Arcade.
Arcade. They had an arcade?
panels.
Panels.
Dude,
Freaking.
there
It
was
was
just
packed
so
with stuff
much
to do.
to do.
As a consumer, it was a great event. You
Yes.
know, there's a lot to do. You spent your money.
Get
It wasn't
closer.
expensive.
It was an expensive event to get into. Let me tell you.
But
As a regular person coming in, like especially if you live in Florida, like damn.
Right.
How
right.
much is it for one day? Goddamn.
Six-
Yeah,
$60.
one day I think on a Friday was $55.
Yeah.
And your
Saturday was
parking-
60 something
Parking
bucks.
was $30.
Mhm.
$35.
$35 to park, $55 for
Christ.
your ticket. A lot of people were there because they had a lot of big names for signing,
Yeah.
and it just, like I said, for consumers, it was a great event. For vendors, wasn't the best.
It was
Right.
a little
It
tougher.
was a little tough this year.
It was.
I'm
But again,
not saying we did horrible. No, it was still a great show.
Yeah.
But it wasn't
Yeah,
definitely
Wasn't the
not
normal-
last year's.
wasn't
you
the
know,
show.
I
normal.
think it's hard to consider, guys, is that when you're traveling 3,000 miles, into another state, and then you're making all these moves to try to be at this show, right? And then you get what you get when you're done. So you're just like, damn, you really have to consider all that before booking your next one. You
Yeah.
know, so it was one of those years where like, God, dude, you know what I mean? Like, you spend so much money to get here, and then, like Ashley said, we didn't do terrible, but it's a lot to do. You know what I
Wasn't
mean?
great
So
either,
what
yeah.
you're gonna consider those options, and we love the fan or the people who follow us in Florida. You know what I mean? We did get to meet some people like that as well. So always love that, the support of seeing your shirts walking around or whatnot. But it was just one of those events where like, damn, it was fun,
But we
it was
got to
very
think about
tiring.
it
But we'll for sure have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
for the
You know,
next year.
for the next one. So
Yeah.
and again, it's just
risk
a lot
reward.
to do, bro. There's a lot to do there. you know, and then with the pricing of what these celebrities are charging, they're raping
Oh
people.
my God, yeah.
You know, they're raping people. You know,
Inflation.
if you wanted to take a picture with Robert England and the lady who plays Nancy, and you know, I think her name's like Heather or something.
Yeah, her name's Heather.
If you wanted a picture with them, it was $280.
Mm-hmm.
That's non-signed.
Yep.
You know, so just take that price, guys, and sit on that. $280 to take a picture that I could just Photoshop you in, okay? and that's before you parked, before you paid your admission, before any of that. So
Before you
spent-
got a little thirsty.
Yep, $280.
Yeah.
You know, so there
Wow.
you go. Let's just as an example. You know what I
Definitely.
mean?
Definitely.
So it was a hard one to swallow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but anyways, Florida's always a good time, man. It's just a whole different way of living out there. I feel, you know, with all the water, with the green, with the
Humidity.
you're the humidity. You know what I mean?
I don't know how y'all do it.
Yeah, fucking A.
We were there one year in May, and I wanted to kill myself. It was terrible.
Yeah, and we got lucky because the weather wasn't too bad. It was still humid. Because
Yeah.
we went, I know one night we went to McDonald's. We were late. There was a McDonald's in the same parking lot, guys. So we went to McDonald's. We were late and like
Walked across
looked,
the
Jess,
street.
our crates were wet. And
Wet,
there was
wet.
no clouds in the sky, but it's because of the humidity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? Like,
bad.
fuck, this is disgusting, bro. You know, so
East Coast.
yeah. So
Yeah, it wasn't that wasn't good.
Actually, I had something to say. When we landed in Florida, I don't know if you guys ever been to Florida. You have to take the tram down to the next part of the airport.
yeah.
And I was in there and I was looking out, and you cross over like
A lake.
a bridge, and then there's a lake on the side. And I swear to you, I seen a gator. And these two were like, "No, you didn't. You're
It was on
lying."
airport property, dude.
Whatever,
we're like,
right?
Rich. We're like, bitch, ain't no gators
Right.
on airport property.
On the way back, we went on the tram, and they seen the gator. I was like, "It's right there!" And
Yeah.
they finally
That
seen it. I was
fucker
like, "I
just
told
hanging out in the
you."
water.
And that's the only gator y'all seen in Florida.
That's
too.
That's the only gator.
I did see one at Spooky Empire because they brought all those
Oh,
fucking
come on.
gators.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I
well they
mean?
brought them though.
The babies.
Actually, we
Yeah.
did see one at our Airbnb 2 years ago.
Did you?
A little
I didn't.
baby
I don't
one.
know. I don't go looking for them either. You know.
Yeah, I'm not alligator hunting.
I think what trips me out, dude, is that it's normal for there to be signs saying "Beware of
gators."
gators and snakes"
Yeah.
around all these water sources. You're like, fuck. What do you mean?
How do I beware?
Be aware of your surroundings.
Y'all
dude.
didn't put that there. Y'all didn't dig that because in California they're gonna dig that out and put water in it.
Right.
In Orlando's like, nah, fool, that was already there.
Right.
You know, that's what's left of what was here
Right.
before we put this mall.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we went to the mall and shit, which we're gonna get into our next story. We go to the mall and there's a little pond right outside of it, and you're like fucking all these red signs. You're like, damn, dude.
Right where you're parking too.
You're like, fuck, what's in there?
Yeah.
You know, it makes you
It's
want
a
to go and
monster.
look, right? You
no.
got the
Nope.
Loch Ness monster in that bitch. But
It's the moat. It's
yeah, I
the dragon
know,
of the
so-
moat.
we ended up going. So yeah, we did the show. Great show. It was fun meeting everybody as always. You know.
It was cool to see
Um,
like our friends' shirts out there too. You're just like,
yeah.
"Oh, I know that person. Oh, I know that person."
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Right.
right. So that's always fun, dude. And we had a good time, man, overall. But
Yeah.
anyway, Sunday came. We loaded out. Wasn't too bad.
It was early too.
Um,
Like we literally left at 5:30. We were out of there.
I think we went to Earl's and enjoyed a nice fucking bomb ass sandwich with a soup.
Mhm.
We
Yeah,
got-
yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Even if it was hot, I don't care. I'm gonna eat that soup.
It wasn't
Disney
hot
Springs.
inside.
Yeah,
when we
Disney
sit.
Springs. Yeah, Disney Springs. Huh?
I said we were inside. We were sitting. It wasn't hot.
No, it was cool.
No,
It
they're
was
It had
cool.
the AC.
They're
And
on AC
Earl's was not
24/7,
packed.
365 over there.
It wasn't, thank God, because we got there and that fucker
It was packed, the security
We're
line.
like, what the fuck is 9 o'clock at night, dude? Hell no, it was packed, bro.
Everyone
Packed.
there is obviously on vacation.
Right.
Yeah, that's another thing I've learned, guys.
Ain't
I don't
nobody
think-
from Orlando.
I've never met a person that's like, yeah, I'm from Orlando, Florida. And
Even the workers, if you look, because if you work at Disneyland, it tells you where they from. I haven't seen one that said Orlando.
nah, everybody's from the outskirts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So you don't even know the
St.
names of.
Pete's and fucking,
Whatever.
St. Augustine.
St. Augustine. Everybody, they believe in the Saints there. You know, Tampa Bay.
Right.
Anyway, but so we went and enjoyed Sunday night, had a nice dinner out there, did a
Because
little
we
shopping.
left Monday.
We left
Yeah,
on Monday.
Monday 11 o'clock came quick that day too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Checkout day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we shot to the mall.
We did some shopping.
We did some shopping.
Wait,
We went to the Disney
We got
store.
ice cream too.
Oh, really?
Oh,
You
yeah,
wanna talk
Sunday
about
night.
the ice
Yes, I
cream?
want to talk about the ice cream. I want to let you know what happened. Okay, you to get
Put
in line,
Ashley
you
on
had
blast
to
or
walk
what?
around. No, you had to walk around. Okay, cool. So I walk around. I'm like, let me be a decent human being and walk around. Don't want to get kicked out of Disney
All
Springs.
suddenly.
I'm about to go behind this person, and these white people, and yes, I'm going to say white because they're white, and I'm white, so who cares? Jump in front of us, right?
Like under the barrier.
Under the barrier. And this old lady sees me, and I'm just staring at them like, damn, that's crazy. I walked all the way around. Ignored me. Ashley's like, they don't speak English. Yes, they do.
Oh, I didn't hear
I'm
them.
listening to their conversation.
Yeah,
Their
they just
necks
cut
are
us.
all red.
You know how it is, man.
You know, I'm like, okay, cool.
What the fuck does their neck have to do with
Because I wanted to punch them in their neck. And then we finally get to the front to order. Ashley's asking like what kind of like scoops, whatever, right? Asking questions. There's a little menu in front of her.
Uh-huh.
And the guy goes and grabs it from
I had it in front
Ashley.
of me and to look at the menu, and I was like, and the girl was like, this guy want to fucking fight. Now I'm riled up. And the lady taking the order looks over at him, and then she's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. And gives me a new menu, whatever, fixes it real quick. But I was like, this rude
Even the lady was
asshole.
like, what the?
Yeah. And I ended up with chocolate anyway. And
You should have tapped on his shoulder and be like, "Hey, just a quick question. Have you ever been punched by a pregnant lady?"
You're about
About to
to.
happen.
Hey, you going to places like that where it's touristy, bro?
I don't
Be
care.
ready for battle. You know, it's
they're
like
assholes.
it's like a truck driver trying to move over lanes. They're gonna get in,
No.
whether you
Nobody's
want them to or
polite
not.
in those situations.
Nah, man. Nah, everybody's had a long ass day,
Sunburned,
sunburn out
rashed
the ass,
out.
Swamped
We,
ass
we still
out.
got our $40 ice cream
todo
though, all right?
rosado and shit. Andrew knows.
Yeah.
Andrew
yeah.
knows.
Next day though,
These are-
it's heading at home Monday.
Everybody's
home
excited.
time.
You know what I mean?
We always hit the outlet though before we leave because we like to go to that Disney
The
store.
Disney character warehouse.
Fuck that shit, dude.
This shit was like an hour wait to check out. We still
Dude,
waited.
Fucking ridiculous, man. You got all the little nerds in there, fucking.
No,
going
Anthony.
live
Anthony was
and
like, look,
shit.
and I was like, what? And
They're
there's
filming.
people on
Yeah,
live.
today here we got this,
This,
guys.
let
you
me
guys
know what
like
you want.
this?
My PayPal's in the bio.
right? Like,
And I was just like-
bitch. It was annoying. It was annoying. I'm sorry. This
Yeah,
shit was
because they were
annoying,
like
dude.
going in front
Great
of you.
deals. Great
No, yeah,
fucking deals.
great
You know
deals.
what I'm saying? But
Shit, I got elbows.
I know.
Me
I
too.
know.
Well, all the ladies I was next to, they were nice. They're just like, oh, look at this. You know, everyone was in line looking at
They
stuff.
should
Still,
ban that shit, though, bro. Take that shit somewhere else, dude.
the live.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like go somewhere else. Nobody gives a shit that you're a mega fan, bro. Go somewhere with that shit. Go to the parks, bro.
No,
Damn.
let
You know
me tell you
what,
something.
guys?
Anthony-
We
Anthony,
might be the issue. It might be us.
Nah,
it's
man.
them. Anthony was so mad because we were listening to someone's conversation we shouldn't have. But he was so
You're lying.
mad. They were like, yeah, we rope dropped this morning. He got mad.
He's like,
It's just-
why couldn't they say they were there early?
Yeah, like,
Why
dude,
not-
I was
why
there in
do
the
they have to
morning.
fucking
They're
say
all
rope?
excited,
that's
dude.
the
Like,
term.
all you Disney nerds, like, I rope drop. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. You were there at opening. Like, you were there at opening, bro. You were that bored,
He
and you
was
wanted to get
so
your
mad
ass up
about
that
it,
early.
though, like-
Say, I opened the park.
Hey, they're never going back.
But because they're so Disney nerded out that they're like, it's called rope drop. Do they literally drop a fucking rope?
Yes.
Literally on the ground?
Literally.
On the
There's a
ground.
rope in
you
front of
step
you.
over a rope?
There's a rope in front of you.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Somebody got look. This, we gotta look. Hold on, let me look this up on YouTube.
There's a
I'm
rope that
good.
because it's still blocked off, and then they open it, and that's when people start
I rope
running
drop. Like, shut the
to ride.
should be embarrassed, dude. Like, dude, I'd just be like, then you're dumb. Then you're tired. You're tired because you were up at 6 at least.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Oh man.
anyways,
Back to our.
So we like to go to the Croc store, you know, do some shopping, and we're like, we should head out. Our plane takes off in a few hours. Let's head to the airport. It's usually a
well,
busy
we had to
airport.
get gas.
Yeah, we had
it's
to get
It's a pretty
gas.
busy airport too. So we're leaving, and we're literally almost to the car, and Anthony's like, we're like, what? He's like, my phone.
I left it
He
in the
left
bathroom.
my phone in the back. Yep. He takes off running, all right?
Bro,
Hands me his
but like a
shopping
good
bag.
minute, too.
Because I was on the other end of the mall, the bathroom we used. Takes off, and we just like, that shit gone.
Yeah, I was just like, no way.
That shit's gone. Bro.
Bro, I was so pissed. Let me tell you why I was mad, though, dude. I took a nice shower. I'm all fresh. You know what I mean? By the time I got back, I found the phone. I found the phone.
He found the phone.
Long
Yeah.
story short, I got to the bathroom. It was gone. Thankfully, I have a secondary phone. I was able to call it, and some lady answered it. Didn't speak English, didn't speak Spanish. All I knew, she said, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
So I ran to the Coach store.
Which was on the front of the mall where we were
Right.
at.
Pretty
Which I went
much.
right by her on the way. So I ran backwards to the Coach store. She had it. Great. Got my phone. By the time I got back to them, I was drenched.
Yeah.
And I had a
Drenched.
brand new hat on, kind of like the one I'm wearing today. I'm just saying. And I had taken it off because I didn't want to get it wet, like with sweat. So I got my hat in my hand. I'm sweating, dude. And it was hot as shit that day, too. So I get back to them. I'm huffing and puffing. I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous, bro. Like, that's never happened to me. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah, that was funny.
so we got back to the car and I'm loading in on like all the stuff we bought. You know what I mean? But it was just one of those things you're like, what a fucking dummy, dude. Like, how did that happen,
He was
bro?
mad.
Yeah, he was mad.
Dude, I'm drenched.
I mean, I would have started crying if my phone
Mind you,
was
I'm about
down.
to sit on a plane. Now I'm sweated out. Like, I'm pissed. I'm going to stink. You know, I'm like, oh my God, I'm mad. I'm mad, dude. You know, but anyways, on our way to the airport,
Go ahead.
our flight gets delayed.
We get an email and Ashley's like, for some reason Ashley looked at the email first and she was like, our flight was delayed.
Dude, they be doing that shit every time
We
we're
were
out there
kind of
now.
in a
huh?
rush though because we were cutting it close, leaving the
The mall.
mall, and then
Waiting,
Anthony
yeah.
fucks up, leaves his phone.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, damn, we're cutting it close, and then we're like pulling into the terminals and stuff, and it says that our flight got delayed a whole hour. So I
Yeah.
look at him like, y'all, we don't got to rush.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
sat there
that
early.
shit
We
sucked.
sat there for like an hour,
Mm-hmm.
just chilling.
So and then we flew home, and then we're getting off the plane, and
Oh,
me and Jessica
yeah.
had to tinkle, so we go and use the restroom, leave Anthony with the bags, and I come out, and our bags are by themselves.
Yeah, our backs are
I
packed.
was
What
like-
you're not supposed to do.
And I'm like, I know this guy did not just leave our bags out here. Like, maybe he had to shit, like, really bad. So we're standing there for a cool 10 minutes, and I look over, and I see he's at the entrance of the plane
at the
talking
gate.
to someone.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I call him, like, what are you doing, dude? And he's like, I left my sweater on the plane. Now this guy left his jacket on the
Oh,
plane.
yeah.
So that you're not allowed to back on a plane, obviously. So they're looking for his jacket. Finally, he gets his jacket on. It's like, what, midnight?
It was late.
Yeah.
And I look at this guy like, are you a kid today or what? Lose your phone, lose your sweater.
Mm-hmm.
It was a rough day.
Now check
It was a
this
rough
out
day.
though. The best part of the day, right? We flew back, 2 long flights,
Oh,
beautiful
boy.
flight. I forgot my sweater, which delayed us. They took forever to get our luggage. Our luggages
Literally.
are broke.
Yeah.
Then we go wait outside, and our parents aren't there for another 30 minutes.
That's not true.
So there's the 3 dipshits on the sidewalk just looking at all these cars going by. For 30 minutes. Mind you, I just explained what happened. I forgot my sweater, went back. Our luggages took forever.
They
Okay,
even
listen to
broke
what I'm
them.
telling you. They
them
broke
things.
them.
Yeah.
Had to load them up. By the time that we had to get out there, they were still another 30 minutes late.
Yep. And I was
That's
starving.
the kind of love
And
they were
Ashley was
showing.
starving. She was
Yeah.
upset.
Hey, well, I don't know what goes on at late night at LAX, but there was a
It was
hour
big.
drive to
there
the
was a
airport.
lot of traffic.
Yeah. It
and
was.
45 minutes to go 1 mile down Sepulveda through the tunnel.
Yeah.
45 minutes.
I was seriously sitting there. I was like, these mother effers, bro. Like, so yeah,
And
they're
then the
excited.
pickup is stupid now.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the way they
dude.
did
They
it
make
is-
you go to the sidewalk now.
Again, dude. Again.
And then there was a dickhead parked in front of us on the second lane because there's 2 lanes.
A doña goes up to him and she's all like,
Uh-huh.
What it was funny.
it
but
was the police.
Right,
Dude.
right. Where's the damn
they
police?
make. I'm telling you, bro. They're making it damn near impossible to travel between TSA.
I'm about to just start
and
going
those
through Long Beach,
assholes,
bro. They're
and
so
then,
nice there.
And then the
Yeah.
traffic pattern at LAX, like Jesus fuck,
it's
bro.
just like terrible.
Note to self, which we say every year, pay the extra money. Go to Ontario. go to
Ontario,
Long
bro.
Beach.
Oh my god! If you've ever flown out of Ontario or Long
You
Beach,
already
Beautiful.
know. Smooth
Anyways,
riding
Going back to rope drop, I just looked up rope drop videos. There's literally thousands.
of
yeah,
people.
yeah,
And they're all labeled
thousands of nerds.
rope drop.
Right, because that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Thousands.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we flew back just in time, guys. We were in time for Halloween.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
we
home
flew back.
Halloween morning, basically.
Halloween
pretty much.
morning, got home about 2 a.m. That day, guys, we were not doing shit. I'll be honest. I got 2 little babies with me, 8 and 3-year-old, and we're like, hey, guys, we're just going to stay home.
We're having a
You
Halloween
know?
party at home.
Yeah, so we kind of just stayed in,
Well,
carved some pumpkins.
We went to
with
the
whole fam.
store.
Yeah.
We went to the store and we seen people in costumes. And Anthony's like, we wait all year to
feel normal.
To feel normal, because people are actually like celebrating. You know, there's
Right.
older people dressed up, whatever. I even got candy, bro, and I wasn't even
Oh.
dressed up. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we still had a fun time though, man.
Yeah,
the
it
kids
was-
got
it
to
was
carve
cool.
pumpkins, and we watched movies, and we sang, and we did all kinds of stuff.
Handed
You
out
know,
candy.
so handed out.
We
oh,
handed
yeah.
out out candy for the first time ever.
And like, yeah.
Funny
probably, yeah.
story. Okay, I've never handed out candy before. So,
It's funny.
you know, in the movies, they always ask, oh, and where are you supposed to be?
And
right?
here's Ashley's dumbass
I said, I'm gonna
looking
ask the
looking at a
kid.
ninja.
I didn't know he was a ninja, bro. He is not wearing his mask.
He was a ninja.
And I was like, oh, what are you supposed to be? He said, ninja.
And that's just like, here you
Yeah.
go. Happy Halloween.
I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this shit no more.
I would have given
Yeah.
carrots.
No, hell no.
Really? Carrots?
And then
Didn't he
Emma
get that shit
Emma
too?
ended up passing out candy. She was having fun with it.
Oh, yeah, they had a blast.
Yeah.
They had a blast.
And
Like I
she's
said,
like,
we're
that
just
kid goes to my
exhausted,
school.
dude.
Yeah. it
They
was
have so much
exhausting.
candy anyways that they couldn't possibly eat.
And anybody who's still listening, we talked about the Boogie Bash. We had a whole episode on the Boogie Bash. We still got candy.
We still
Yeah,
got candy.
a
That's the
shit
candy
ton.
we were passing out.
Yeah.
And I still have some.
Yeah, bro.
It wasn't
Yeah.
expired. It wasn't.
It's
It
still
was
good.
not. It's not.
You know,
Yeah.
so it was just
I ate a
nuts.
couple every day and we still have some.
Right.
Man,
right.
let's talk about the last topic because we're running this one.
Which
huh?
is what? The
The
nun.
The
Dude,
Nun
where we at?
too.
We're at
Over an
10
hour.
Oh,
Over an
Oh,
fuck.
okay. Hurry up.
It's
Shit.
fine. We
It'll be a
all
quick one.
decided to watch The Nun yesterday.
We all decided to watch Nun too. Shit. All right, let's go. All right, no, I'm just kidding.
because it's on HBO Max if you didn't know.
It's not called HBO Max
Just
anymore.
Max.
It's called Max.
Whatever. It's
Maximilian.
No, it's not.
HBO. Okay, whatever. Jessica, really?
Yes.
God damn.
Max.
Max.
So we all watched it.
Yeah. Everyone's
known as
homework was
HBO
to
Max.
watch a movie. The movie.
Yeah.
The movie.
So we watched it yesterday. Note to self, don't ever watch a movie with your daddy.
Yeah.
He
so
talks a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I'm just like, be quiet.
Well, bro, that was stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Honest
He does that
opinion.
because he gets scared.
Honest opinion.
About what?
I don't have
I
an.
turned it off midway to go to bed and finished it the next day.
Did you finish it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here. I watched it with her.
You finished it here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Couldn't even see half the stuff because it was so bright in
Well,
here.
then that's why, dummy.
I was like, you can't even
I
see them.
still saw the movie and it was still shit, even with the lighting.
I don't think it was
Well-
bad. I just
Okay, it
don't
wasn't
think it was
shit.
like it wasn't really necessary.
I learned something though.
What?
We need to make sure we have wine in our house.
Oh wow.
This guy.
I think it was
Red
honestly
It's
a
like
stepping stone movie.
That's
like
what I
they're
said.
trying to set up the next Conjuring.
That's
No.
what I was
No.
thinking.
Not really, though.
Why?
I don't know setting up the next Conjuring because the Conjuring already happened.
Yeah, but they're going backwards.
So
Right, but it's one of those things where you have to watch this one for this one and this one for
Right.
that one. But
Like
they
Star
all
Wars.
came out. Yeah, it's
But
stupid.
but if you think about it,
Well-
this has nothing to do with like in the Conjuring, right? When they first revealed her in the Conjuring, because that was before any of these movies ever came out.
The first Conjuring.
You know, because they did show that scene as an end credit. I don't know if you saw that, Ash. And they showed the scene in the Conjuring. Did you see that?
Mhm.
the end credit.
The end credit. It was an end credit after the movie
She's
ended.
seen it.
Okay. So that was just to me. I think it was just saying like, "Oh, she's back for a third time."
Yeah, she
You know what I
she
mean?
don't
So
she ain't going nowhere.
She's just the second one was just saying like, "Oh, she's back again."
I mean, they have time. They're still the 60s. You know?
So I mean, the Conjuring was based in the '70s, so it's really not that far off.
yeah, 50s
from
to the
this one.
70s. So
And then it confused me because obviously the actresses in the films
Uh-huh.
already related,
Right,
right?
right.
But is
I-
it like trying to show was this her before she got married?
That's what
No,
I was
no,
saying.
who?
That
Lorraine?
doesn't make
Lorraine-
sense.
Well, obviously no, it's not her because they have different names.
Right.
Right.
You know, but is it like was that her grandma?
Well, they're not related in the universe, though.
Okay, but they're relating the universes together.
Right, but they're
So it
not
makes
actual
you
siblings
think-
in the movies,
Well,
fool.
yes,
In
No,
real life,
yes.
they're siblings.
I
In the movies, they're
understand
not
that.
related.
She's trying to figure out like, oh, is that like an
why?
aunt?
Because Lorraine has visions.
Right.
So did
Irene.
Irene. She had visions. So
Right.
it's like, was that her like?
They're on the same bloodline.
Oh, they're trying to connect some
Right.
type of something.
They're-
I don't know.
They're
They
in
left
the-
it
they're,
open.
They're both probably because I don't.
They're like the Usos.
They're related to the Saint Lucy. That's why
Right.
they have the eyes to see visions.
Mhm.
That's why when Valak had her and she beat Valak by coming down like that, her eyes were yellow
Mm-hmm.
because she has that power.
I thought that was cirrhosis.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I don't know. I thought it was unnecessary.
An
was,
unnecessary film.
yeah, it wasn't necessary.
I thought
you
it-
know,
I thought it
was-
drug in spots.
Yeah. it
Like the
was a
beginning
little
started out with a
slow.
bang, and then it took like 20 minutes to get going.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was gonna keep
I
going.
didn't like how they made her lurky. Like she's like she was behind this
I
corner.
thought she looked a little different
and
too,
she did
didn't
look
she?
different. She looked like a picture most of the time, or like if you see her coming out, she's like coming out the side.
Like if you go
Like,
back and
you
watch
know?
her when they debut her in The Conjuring, she looks
feel like
different than she does in these.
She's skinnier
films.
now.
Is
The
it- is
actual
she?
actress is skinnier now.
Oh,
like
so
her
lost
face
weight.
got skinnier.
I
Ah,
don't know. Maybe she had a lipo.
well,
Well, she's older.
She should have gained the weight back so she didn't look
At
different.
least a prosthetic.
Oh my God.
But I don't know. I it was okay.
It
Solid.
look, it wasn't my
7,
favorite.
6 out of 10.
The first
7
one
out
was
of 10.
better, right? Did you like the first one?
Yeah,
better?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
First
because-
one's great.
Really good.
I feel like, to be honest, I feel like they made this movie to tell me how she has yellow eyes.
Yeah, why her eyes are yellow?
Why the nun's eyes are yellow.
Yeah.
Because before that, her eyes weren't yellow.
Because there wasn't really a back. I guess it was a backstory on the nun, but not like really. She was a fallen angel, basically.
Yeah.
God rejected her, so
And
she
took
So
the
she
went
became a
shape
demon.
of a
of
nun.
a nun. Like
Yeah.
I feel like they could have done way better.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
That's just
I
me.
mean,
It's one of those things, man. Either you like it or you don't.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 50-50. I'll be
yeah, I'm
honest.
50
And then
50.
she
It
was
is not
possessing
like.
everybody at the same
Yeah,
time.
she was
Right.
like
she was
strong.
like all powerful.
Yeah.
she was
Because
possessing
she's not a
the-
regular demon, bro. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? She's
Yeah.
a
she was
fucking
out. She was
fallen
possessed the
angel.
guy. She was
Yeah,
messing
bro.
with the girls. Like,
Yeah.
god damn.
And once the story got going, it was like it was scary. There was a
You-
lot of pop
the-
outs.
You know what I liked though? That how brutal she was.
Yeah.
Like she did
Oh,
not
yeah.
give a damn. She was just killing left, right, like killing.
She was mad as hell. She couldn't burn the sister.
I think they were
Yeah,
just
yeah.
trying to really show to the power of not your average demon, I guess.
Yeah.
It wasn't a normal like dipshit that possessed you.
Yeah.
It was like this demon's not a demon.
This
bro.
is like a
this
powerful.
This
Yeah.
bitch will
And then-
fucking flame you up like that.
And the
you
other
know?
sister, but she wasn't a sister yet. What was her name?
Oh, the younger girl.
I don't remember her name.
Well, the one that was helping Irene. Like,
Right.
what was the moral of that? Like, they didn't even finish her story
Well,
out.
yeah. So
She
she was
supposed to have
like.
faith.
It
like,
was
believe-
it was
yeah,
the same thing as the Irene in the first one. She wasn't a full nun yet. She hadn't taken her vows.
But she still was fully intentions were to, and she, she believed in God. This one didn't.
This one was like
On and off
because
on it.
her mom died in the fire, so she was like, my mom was religious, but until I see a miracle, whatever,
and she
I don't know.
finally saw one.
And then she seen one, and she was just like,
because
that
she
was a
didn't burn
miracle.
alive.
She was like, that was a miracle. So she was just like, that completely
believe.
changed her.
Right.
Well, you know what I thought was funny is like, even though she didn't believe, she really helped out those little girls. I would have been like, see ya.
Especially the little
Dude.
girl was a little bitch the whole
I would've
time.
let her go.
I was like, that sucks. That sucks. I didn't even see her.
Well, the,
Hey,
well, the
tell
nun
me-
didn't know that. The
Tell me
young
the
girl.
goat didn't scare the fuck out of you,
Dude, that
dude.
goat
That was a
was-
weird
First
looking
one,
thing, wasn't
yeah.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
I
I actually
started-
couldn't really see it.
The first film of it, yeah, when it was on the stairs, but when you see him running, he looked like a wolf.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Like, all
Nah,
right.
it looks spooky. Dude.
Wasn't your average goat.
The actor who
Poor-
plays those things are good.
Poor Maurice, that guy didn't catch a break.
No.
No.
I was like, when they showed him like in the corner, like in the beginning, like he was like, I was like, fuck, he's still possessed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Overall, I think I'm gonna.
I guess I like the ending where she looks at him and she just knows it's not over.
Yeah. Yeah. Which it wasn't.
It wasn't because of
You
the
know.
Conjuring.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
So.
right,
And
right.
he
Well, I
ends up
think
dying
it's just-
anyway.
It's just that's the current way to end it, I guess, is the way it ended, right? But those demons aren't killed. They're not really human.
Well, no,
So-
because Conjuring 2, she sends it back to hell. Because
well,
in the
that's
first
fine.
one, the first Conjuring, they show a projector of her and the priest doing the exorcism on Maurice.
Is that him?
Yes,
Well,
but not him.
yeah.
So that's him, but he
Because I know
died.
they said a Frenchman.
Yes, so that was him, but he ended up dying. So obviously she couldn't possess him no more. So she was just out, you know. And then in Conjuring 2, she finally figured out her name and sent the demon back to hell.
That's true. I was wondering why she didn't ever call the demon by her name.
'Cause
But
they
I was
didn't
like,
know.
They
They
didn't
didn't
know yet.
They
Yeah.
didn't know yet.
Yeah.
But
And
in
then
the-
I'm
in the
watching
second
it, like,
one-
just use her name Valak, bro.
Right,
Like, send her
right.
back to hell. And then I was like irritating me because a lot of the movies did obviously they're different movies like the Pope's Exorcism. You've seen it. They did not want to approve the exorcism.
Right.
And on this film, they're like, you're gonna do it, and you don't have a choice. Go
Right.
figure it out. Go save it.
And I thought it
know.
was weird they sent a nun and no priest with her.
Well,
Yeah.
the priest died. The
Oh,
original
well, there wasn't
priest.
another one available.
Right. So they kind of said,
Probably
"Good luck."
everyone else was like, nope, I'm not
You
doing
can't say
it.
no.
Well,
You're
she
calling.
tried to say.
You know
no.
what I don't like? Well, I did like how I don't know if you remember the part where the nuns were all talking and the main nun was like, oh yeah, let's talk about the story of the abbey.
Uh-huh.
Who knows what happened to the nun? I heard she went crazy. She's standing right
She's
there.
spreading lies. Like that's a sin.
Uh-huh.
You
She's lying.
sinning.
She's lying,
You're
right?
gossiping.
And she was just like, oh, the priest is the bishop and the nun, who knows what happened to her? She went crazy. Like, damn, that's messed up. Like, the pope, the guy
Hey, and
became a
she's standing there
bishop.
like this. Like,
And this one is like, she's working at what are those things called?
Monastery.
That
I
thing.
said commissary.
Monastery.
that's food, mama.
My bad.
Like, damn, that's messed
Yeah,
up.
like I said, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was
So,
a little bit disappointing.
I love the Conjuring universe. So
I
I'm not
just
gonna.
like
I'm not gonna base it
her
off of that.
like Irene's acting. I don't know her real name. Was great.
Tara. Something.
Tara, yeah. Those sisters,
Yeah.
they're just good.
Yeah, they're good.
You know they're
good.
20 years apart.
Yes, I know. That's crazy.
They could-
30 and 50.
Oh, you could tell.
Yeah.
My homegirl looked a little old on the last one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
she's
like,
actually
ooh,
gonna look
mama.
old in this one. I don't even know what this one's
They're
about.
gonna bring out another one, dude.
Conjuring 4,
You're shitting
the
me.
last one.
Well, fuck. She has to die.
Is it a prequel or is it the end?
Why would she die if she didn't die in real life?
She's still-
Stupid.
yeah, she still. She barely died,
Oh
didn't
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, you're right.
god. Oh my god.
Next
Anyways.
week, next week we'll talk about. I rewatched the Insidious movie, Gabriel, and that was a good time.
Still a scary film.
Still
Not the
scary.
best one, but it was scary.
Yeah.
Maybe next week
So.
we'll talk about Five Nights at Freddy.
I need to watch that one because I actually
At
like
Freddy's.
that Insidious movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's on Netflix.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna tie that up, man. We're way
Yeah.
over an hour, guys.
Way over.
Again, we're just super excited to be back for season 4 of Wicked After Dark. Like I said, we do have a guest lined up already for next week, guys. We're excited about it. You know what I mean? To be our first guest of the season. And again, we're just gonna really try real hard this time around to bring you guys as much content as possible. I guess, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, with all that being said, guys, thank you guys so much. Continue to follow us, continue to watch us, all that shit.
See you next Thursday.
And as always, guys, we'll see you on the next one.